alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a new episode. Today we'll talk about a new lesson. Our lesson today is Sukun. Sukun sign looks like we will talk about Sukun sign. Sukun sign, its shape. How does it look? It look like Sukun sign looks like very small head letter on the top of the letter. Small sign looks like very small head letter on the top of the letter. Small Sukun sign looks like very small head letter on the top of the letter. Sukun means that the letter should be pronounced without any vowels. Sukun means that the letter should be pronounced without any vowels. Vowels, fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fatha is a small slash on the top of the letter. Kasra is a small slash in the bottom of the letter. Dhamma is a small waw. It looks like comma. It's a small waw. It looks like above the letter. If the letter has fatha, we say sorry. If the letter has fatha, we pronounce, we open our mouth and take the letter up. We say ba. If the letter has kasra, we break the sound down, like we break the stick, as b. If the letter has dhamma above, we round our lips, around our two lips, and say boo. Round our two lips, boo. Sukun means that the letter should be pronounced without any vowels. Okay, how I can pronounce the letter at this state? How I can pronounce the letter? No fatha, no kasra, no dhamma. We pronounce the letter as we pronounce consonant letters in English. We say space. This is like sukun in Arabic. Okay, to read a second, but in Arabic we don't begin the word with consonant. We don't begin the word with sakin. So we should put vowel letter before the second letter. To read a second letter correctly, put any vowel letter before it. To read a second letter correctly, put any vowel letter before it. 5 letters as yab, yam, yat, yes. In English we say s. We begin with consonant, second. But in Arabic we don't begin with second. You should put any vowel letter before the second letter to pronounce it correctly. We say yab. But in English we say b, as bot. But we begin with consonant with second, but in Arabic we don't begin with consonant, we begin with vowel. Okay, 5 letters in case of sukun should be pronounced with some shaking or pouncing without creating movement. 5 letters in case of sukun should be pronounced with shaking or pouncing. 5 letters in case of sukun should be pronounced in shaking with some shaking or pouncing. Should be pronounced with some shaking or pouncing. Should be pronounced with some shaking or pouncing without creating movements. Don't create movements. For example, we say ab, shaking, ab, ad, aj, without movement. Don't say ta, strong. Say ta, ab, without any movement. 5 letters in case of sukun should be pronounced with some shaking or bouncing without creating movements. Some 5 letters in case of sukun should be pronounced with some shaking or bouncing without creating movement. What are these 5 letters? What are these 5 letters? There is a word which collect these 5 letters. It's kutubujat. Qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. These are five letters. It is collected in one word, which we say it Kotobu Jad. Kotobu Jad. Repeat after me. Kotobu Jad. Okay, we can summary our lesson today and say sukun sign looks like in shape when we wanted to describe how sukun looks like. Sukun looks like a very small head letter on the top of the letter. Sukun in pronunciation, we should pronounce the letter without without any vowels. Without any vowels. In English, we begin the word with second letter as space, but in Arabic we don't begin the letter with consonant. We should begin with vowels as ba, bi, bu. Okay. To read second letter correctly in Arabic, we should put vowel the letter before it. We should put vowel the letter before second letter, vowel the letter as yab, yam, yat. But in English, we say in Arabic yes. But in English, we can begin with consonant as space. Okay, space. It's consonant. It has no. It's not voweled. It has no vowels. It has no حركات. فتحة كسرة ضمة. We say space. We begin with second, but in Arabic we don't say. We should put vowel the letter before it. We say yes as yes judo. The five letters in case of sukun should be pronounced with some shaking or bouncing without creating movements. These five letters are qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. There is a word which collected them all. This word is Kotobu Jad. So you should we can say pronounce these words with shaking and bouncing the letter without creating any movement, like ab, j. Don't say ad, ad, g, ad. It's wrong. But you should pronounce the letter without any movement. Bye bye for now. Thank you.